On the 29th of May, Electronic Arts released an update for FIFA 18 that added the unbridled pizzazz of the world's biggest sporting event, the World Cup. The best thing about this presentationally near-perfect DLC of the 4-yearly tournament was that it was completely free. Yes, the same company that was behind this is giving you something you used to have to buy as a completely separate game, completely gratis. Where's the real Electronic Arts, and what have you done with him? Oh wait, he's in this part of it. Never mind. Just as long as you avoid this bit, the game is completely free. All the stadiums, all the teams, all the kits, all the official sights and sounds you need to recreate the thrill of the FIFA World Cup at home. Everything aside from the pasty, half-drunk, half-wit England fan throwing a plastic garden chair in a city square at a foreign man is included here, which will surely make for our most splendidly exciting video yet. A real visual feast for the eyes, fully immersing us in the excitement of what is about to come throughout the midsummer. Let's have a look. Oh my god, is that what? Before I continue, here's a little reminder of the rules.
Remember, the rules are thus: I will create a tournament that mirrors the World Cup, select England as the player's team in coach mode, pick the first XI to the closest I think Gareth Southgate will choose, and then allow the game to just play itself. No other input from myself will occur. We will see every game England play. From this, we will get what each game predicts will be the eventual champion, the top goal scorer, and what point England board the plane home for a good slaughtering from the tabloids and those people on Facebook who seem to love using the caps lock key.
And herein lies the problem with this game. If you want to simulate the World Cup without playing it, this is all you can do. You can't actually watch any of it. All the pizzazz and wow is out of reach. If you select England, you have to interact with the thing. You can't just set the controller to neutral, as if you're playing a friendly. It goes, nah, you can't do that. But why? To make matters worse, if you select the one team, as soon as that team goes out, you can't see the results beyond your exit point of the tournament. I didn't know this little nugget before I started, so in my first playthrough, England crashed out at the round of 16 to Japan on penalties, which would have made Pikachu lose his electrical Shizen. But then I had no idea who won the tournament or secured the golden boot. So I had to start again, selecting every single team as a player team, and then had to simulate all the matches. Granted, it's free, so you can't really moan, and moreover, its main purpose is to actually be played with two hands and a controller, and that it does very well. EA has done a cracking job and is still updating the squads as I'm doing this video, so you don't have to use Jake Livermore. Sorry, Jake. I don't have to even go to the editing section in this video, it's all done for me. I feel like Eddie Murphy in the early bits of Trading Places. Like I've got a butler, only it's Electronic Arts. It's a minor quibbles, really, for what amounts to a free and very cracking update, but YouTube is filling up with people predicting the results of the World Cup using FIFA, and it's just people looking at these tired looking spreadsheets. You know what? It's probably best, if you want to do a video where you're doing predictions, just to use Pro Evo. Weirdly, Pro Evo is better for this. So let's have a quick history lesson on FIFA and then get straight to the action. After tasting rich sporting success with John Madden's football, PGA Tour golf and NHL hockey at the turn of the decade, Electronic Arts finally turned its eye away from predominantly North American pastimes and set them firmly on the world of shin pads, plastic boobies and innocuous yet supposedly shocking gun tattoos, and released FIFA International Soccer to a waiting world and the Sega Mega Drive in 1993. Look, it's David Platt, the footballing one, and not the Weasley oaf out of Coronation Street. So I'm told by my mum. Honest. Since then, FIFA has appeared a couple of times on a console or two and made more money than a bank-fearing old dear could ever dream of stuffing into her mattress, selling over 150 million copies in its long history. That's a lot of copies, kids. FIFA is the undisputed king of presentation. It has an absolute monopoly over every major licence in football. Every major league, every major team is represented here. The TV style presentation has evolved to the point that you could potentially think you're watching a real match if you squint a bit and were a bit stupid. The commentary is great, making points about the teams involved or the context of the match that stop when an incident happens and then resume seamlessly during a less hectic spell. It's very clever stuff. Crowds don't just yell out generic chants either, they sing team-specific songs. Make no mistake, Electronic Arts has put a lot of effort into every single release. I'd argue that Pro Evolution Soccer is still the better playing game, but this is by far the better package. It's total football. Due to the short nature of these matches, we get to watch all of them. Wow! This'll be fun, I don't have to edit. That we can just all sit together and watch these names appear on the screen. And sometimes a ball appears next to them when they score a goal. Or they get sent off, they get a little red card. It's going to be brilliant. Here's England's entire journey. Look, it's Gary Cahill. Yes, it's Gary Cahill. Look at him. Is this your fault, Gary? Is it your fault we're going home after 3 games, is it, Gary? That Tunisia have gone through in second place, Gary, with Belgium in first place? Gary, is it your fault, is it, Gary? Did you take off Raheem Sterling's rifle on his leg and hit someone on the back of the head with it, did you, Gary? Did you get yourself sent off because you hit someone with Raheem Sterling's leg, Gary? Gary, you disgust me. You disgust me. Once again, you bloody failure. You bloody failure, Gary. I'm sorry, Gary, come back. I don't mean it, fuck off, Gary. Yeah, that went well. Losing to Tunisia and Belgium puts them on the first plane home at the group stage. Kieran Trippier has barely unpacked his suitcase and he's already at Heathrow. As for the rest of the tournament, it was ultimately won by Spain and the top goal scorer accolade went to Edison Cavani of Uruguay. Or Uruguay. One of the two. But let's have a look into Harry Kane's thoughts and see how it could have been so different from England. And actually look at something.
And England, as usual, lose. to 2 ahead. The pitch. Just read the intentions of the opposition there to make the interception. England are world champions for only the second time. Linked with 1966 now is 2018.
Well, I never thought I'd be here to commentate on such a moment. They have finally exercised the demons that they suffered so often from. When it came to the big day, thoroughly deserved winners, England.
Against their names in football history, long after they've gone, it will say world champion. There's no higher accolade.
No, and it's difficult to argue that they're not deserving winners in this competition. To a man, they gave it their all out there.
Champions of the world, the best feeling in the world. They're on top of the world.
There's a real togetherness amongst those players, and they've needed it at times. They came through some sticky periods in this competition, but it was all worth it, wasn't it?
You surprise me to how shit you are.
So according to FIFA, England will be about as useful as a pair of testicles on a monk. So while we're absorbing that disappointment and possible likely outcome, let us have a look at what the pundits think. Maybe they'll restore our faith in national pride. Well-respected football magazine World Soccer have plumped for Germany, saying they're the #1 pick to win the tournament. The Sports Illustrated website suspect that Brazil may win, with England going out to Germany at the quarter-final stage. On the BBC, both Gary Lineker and Frank Lampard predict that England should see the quarter-finals as a good tournament. The Bleacher Report think that Brazil will win the World Cup and Cristiano Ronaldo will scoop the Golden Boot. Stan Collymore, who's had a bit of an unfortunate spat with Ian Wright on the eve of the tournament, surmises that Germany will win, with Poland being surprise dark horses. He also thinks that Neymar will win the Golden Boot. The Daily Telegraph chief sports writer Paul Hayward has plumped for Brazil to win the trophy, with England to go out of the last 16 and Neymar to scoop that Golden Boot in his little Brazilian hands. The chief writer of The Independent, Miguel Delaney, has plumped for Spain to win, with Antoine Griezmann to be top goalscorer. He thinks that England will end up being quarter-finalists. Adam Smith of The Sun has plumped for Neymar to be the top goalscorer. Ex-England defender Jamie Carragher has gone for a Brazil trophy win, an England quarter-final exit, and Neymar to be the scorer of most goals. Noted Italian football journalist Gabriele Marcotti thinks that Senegal will do for England in the last 16. The World Cup will be won by Spain, according to him. Finally, Mark Lawrenson, that dilapidated thatched cottage in human form, has fired his gunk up all inside Brazil, and he suggests that England will get to the quarter-finals. Whittling it down, it means Brazil are the most favoured team by the pundits, Neymar the most favoured to win the Golden Boot, and the most likely outcome for England is an ignominious exit at the quarter-finals. Well, why change a habit of a lifetime, eh? Now, my own self-indulgent thoughts are in video form, with fully retriable action face. I think the winners of the 2018 World Cup will be Italy. Italy are very organised. They're... What? Oh, really? Okay. Let's try that again. The winners of the 2018 Russian World Cup will be the Netherlands. Ronald Koeman will be keen to disprove all his detractors wrong. What? But they're good. Why are they not there? Fine. Okay, it's France then. They've got strength and depth in all departments and have a frighteningly good array of attacking talent. Speaking of which, the top goal scorer will be Antoine Griezmann. I bet on him last time in 2016 and he delivered. He's been excellent in the Europa League and La Liga, so I'm going to go for him. England's failure. It's such a negative title, but the usual distractions are already starting up quite early this year. The Sun's weird personal vendetta against Raheem Sterling, every time this tournament starts, is starting up again, which is a shame, as he's one of the few players we have genuinely able to make a difference in a tight game. People are always in danger, I think, with England of underrating the group opponents. They did it in 2010 when we had the group that had the USA and Slovenia. I can't remember who the other one was now. And then when we played Iceland 2 years ago, I think they underrated Iceland too. Because if Iceland are so bad, how did they qualify for this World Cup in a group that contained Croatia and Turkey? In fact, they finished top of that group and won a canter. So I don't think they're as bad as we say. So this time round we've got Tunisia. They're just a place below us in the FIFA rankings, so they're no mugs. Panama will be tough to break down, as I suspect they'll be working very hard all game. And Belgium are experiencing the peak years of a golden generation. It is by no means guaranteed that England will qualify for the second round of the World Cup. I think they will. I don't think they'll look spectacular at any point. I think I fancy a draw or a loss against Belgium. And very narrow wins against Tunisia and Panama. Maybe Panama will be a 2-0, maybe. So I think we'll go through, and if we do go through, we're likely to play one of Poland, Senegal, Japan or Colombia. If we play Poland, Senegal or Japan in the next round, I fancy us to do them. However, if we play Colombia, I think Colombia will beat us. And I suspect that is most likely to be the scenario. I think we'll play Colombia, we'll finish second in the group, and we'll play group winners Colombia, and I suspect the last 16 will be for us.
And that's it. All the results are in. Let's see how we get on and then reconvene in a month's time and find out, was it a game that predicted the World Cup the best? Was it the pundits? Or was it me? It won't be me. I'm never right about anything.